It's time now for the Bear Chill Morning News on this Tuesday morning, August 4th, 2015. Got Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, August 4th, 2015. Here are your news headlines here. Top straight 5 a.m. here on this Tuesday morning. Is President Obama at midnight on Saturday posted a video on Facebook reviewing the regulations he intends to impose upon the nation's power plants without a vote of Congress. But the jam-packed Republican field will be enduring considerably for the first 4 debate in the 2016 primary season later in the week. In Lancaster, New Hampshire, safety officials in Northern New Hampshire worked Friday night investigating a collapse of a circus tent during a severe storm that killed 2 spectators and injured at least 22 people. Islamabad, Pakistan. A man whose lawyers said he'd been tortured and confessed to the murder who they say was a minor at the time of the crime was hanged early Tuesday despite police from branch groups in Pakistan and overseas. The man accused of killing a Memphis police officer had a few words for the department's director when he turned himself in and the man that dragged on for 2 days. 3 U.S. airlines under that they will no longer allow hunters to bring their big game trophies at flights amid the recent uproar over troubles who have illegally killed big game in Africa. Meanwhile, the hunter accused of helping an American dentist kill Cecil Lyon told NBC News on Tuesday that he felt he did nothing wrong. Minnesota resident Walter Palmer allegedly paid Theo Broncos $50,000 to lure the lion out of the wildlife reserve. Peshawar, Pakistan, a top Taliban official announced a resignation on Tuesday admitted growing leadership struggled in the Afghan insurgent movement after the news of the death of the leader, Mullah Muhammad Omar, last week. Kuala Lumpur, Foreign Minister Julie Bishop says she will raise concerns about resident tensions in the Flashpoint waters of the South China Sea at an annual diplomatic talks in Malaysia despite objections from China. Washington, the United States on Monday said it would use air power in Syria in defense of allied rebel groups signaling deeper involvement in the country's brutal 4-year civil war. A Mississippi man arrested for fatally shooting another man in a courthouse as a possible case of revenge was scheduled for a bail hearing on Tuesday. Senator Elizabeth Warren has criticized members of Congress who went in for fun. Planned Parenthood, she says, have any idea what year it is? A manhunt linked to a killing, kidnapping, and wounding of 2 deputies is focused in a rugged 5-square-mile California area. In Centennial, Colorado, the jury in the Colorado theater shooting will hear even more heart-wrenching testimony from those who lost loved ones in the attack as prosecutors begin their final push to have James Holmes sentenced to death. In Athens, Greece is making stocks plunging for the second day in a row on Tuesday, dragging the main Athens index down to reflect the country's continued financial and economic woes. In New York, Alpha Natural Resources Incorporated, one of the country's biggest coal producers, became the latest in a string of coal companies to seek bankruptcy protection amid a bit of shift and the electric power sector brought on by cheap natural gas instructor. Fight with bondholders looms as U.S. Commonwealth Nature's biggest purchaser through credit events since the traits filed for bankruptcy. India's central bank holds rates leaves door open for more easing here. Take a look at the stock market report down, close 17.98.20 was up today, down 91.66 points. S&P 500 was start today, 20.98.04, down 5.80 points, and Nasdaq 5,115.38 will start today at that 5,115.38. Buzz Aldrin tweeted a photo of Apollo 11 astronauts in biological isolation garments, which say were to avoid lunar dust from affected people on Earth. U.S. wildlife officials want smartphone owners outdoor lovers to use the app to report any endangered species they see in the wilderness. In New York, creation of the $2 billion global vaccine development fund could prevent the future outbreak of Ebola and such other deadly diseases, an international team of physicians has proposed. Low vitamin D levels are linked to a greater risk of bone fractures in women and after menopause, but taking high doses of supplements is not the answer, according to research. In London, drug industry committees continue to improve with a bumper haul of new products being launched and the new companies proven more successful in the final stages of clinical testing, according to new analysts. NHL News on 5:04. Time now for a sports report here. The Boston Red Sox will start a 3-game series down in Bronx against New York Yankees at 7:05 p.m. with Henry Otis on for the Red Sox while Michio Tanaka on for the Yankees here. Adrian Beltre became the first major leaguer since the 1930s to hit for his third career cycle, and the Texas Rangers held on for a wild 12-9 victory over the AL West leading Houston Astros on Monday night in Arlington, Texas. World number one golfer Rory McIlroy has scheduled a Saturday practice round at Whistling Straits site at the next week's PGA Championship, a reliable source told the Reuters today. Stacey Bell took the world by storm last week by becoming the youngest player to win a match at the U.S. Open since Anna Kournikova in 1996. And David Price received the celebration from a solid crowd before the game that struck out 11 over 8 innings to win his first Blue Jays start. Peter Cheladusa, 5:05 here on this early Tuesday morning. Here it is. Sound out for our travel reporter, and it is a good start on the highways and byways in New England here on this early Tuesday morning. Here and Southeast Expressway on the southbound side, a little slow from Quincy all the way up to Braintree Split. 195 to the westbound side, a little slow. We're at the Somerset stretch. And we got an accident on Southeast Expressway. Accident on 93 on the southbound side in Somerville, so expect some slow delays for the Somerville stretch of the Route 93 here. Callahan Tunnel, a little slow around the Mass Pike and Logan Airport. Route 1A, it's a little slow around the Mass Pike here. And 298 on the westbound side, the little slow around Route 146 here. But otherwise, a smooth start on the roads this morning here. And on the rails, on the T, subway system is looking good. On the Cabira rail, it's looking good. Ferries are smooth sailing. Here, Channel News time, 5:06 here on this early Tuesday morning here. And time now for a weather report here. And your eyes are peeled to the sky in radar because we're going to have some thunderstorms here as we're going to take a look at the radar situation here, and we're seeing some one cell right here. This is a cell of heavy showers and thunderstorms we were watching since an hour ago. It is now in Woonsocket, stretching up to Franklin here, and there's a lot of showers stretched over Woonsocket up to Franklin, Milford, Halston, Ashland, Natick, Southborough, Marlborough here. And this cell's going to be headed towards the northeast, so Norfolk, Norwood, Mattapan, and South Boston Wayne next here. And this is a few little downpours around Attleboro and around North Rehoboth and Rehoboth here. But this is what we need to be concerned about. This is a line of showers and thunderstorms around central and western portions of Connecticut here, and down to south central New York, north of New York City, and stretching out for central portions of Long Island here around Islip here. And all these storms are moving out to the northeast, east-northeast here. And this is a cell east of Huntington, Long Island, New York, that has some hail. So, and this little another line from Greenfield headed towards Athol Jeffrey with some showers and thunderstorms here. So it is a day that you need to keep your eyes peeled to the sky for showers and thunderstorms. Also keep an eye on the radar here. I'm guessing it'll be a hit or miss showers and thunderstorms all day, so there's no need to cancel your outdoor plans here. Just keep your eyes to the sky peeled for showers and thunderstorms here. And have a hazardous weather outlook here. Day 1 today, tonight. There will be a moderate probability for scattered strong to severe thunderstorms in addition to heavy rain and lightning. There's potential for a large hail and strong to damaging winds. Cannot rule out a possible tornado. Urban and port drain. Flooded is also considered threat begin this morning and continue into the evening hours. Day 2 for 7 Wednesday for Monday. No hazard weather expected into this time here. Alright. 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, chance of showers and thunderstorms may after 3 p.m. Some storms may be severe with hail, damaging winds, and heavy rain. Sunny skies with a higher 87 degrees, southwest wind at 6 and 10 miles per gust is 22 miles an hour. Anticipation 3%. New rain for miles with less than 10 minutes. Check to how about possible thunderstorms here. Tonight, chance of showers and thunderstorms may before 8 p.m. Some storms may be severe with hail, damaging winds, and heavy rain. Part gust the west 61 degrees, southwest wind about 6 miles an hour. Coming to the anticipation is 30% new principal miles with less than 10 minutes. Check to how about possible thunderstorms. Wednesday, chance of showers. Thunderstorms also possible after 5 p.m. The sunny will become a mostly cloudy sky during the afternoon with a high near 85 degrees. Cold wind becoming westbound Friday 8 miles per hour in the afternoon. Chance patient 30%. New rain for months less than 7 days. Check 7 high months possible thunderstorms. Wednesday, chance of showers. The thunderstorms may look for 7 p.m. Mostly cloudy sky about 58 degrees. Westbound about 6 miles per hour. Chance patient 30%. Thursday, mostly sky about 79 degrees. Westbound about 6 miles an hour. Here. Thursday, chance of rain may after 11 p.m. Mostly cloudy sky about 61 degrees. Chance patient 40%. Friday, rain night can be before 10 a.m. Part of the skies about 66 degrees, transpiration 6%. Friday night, chance of rain, mostly cloudy sky with a low around 60 degrees, transpiration 30%. Saturday, chance of rain after 1 p.m., mostly cloudy sky, about 73 degrees, transpiration 30%. Saturday night, chance of rain before midnight, then a chance of showers between midnight and 3 a.m., mostly cloudy sky, low 59 degrees, transpiration 30%. Sunday, part of the most cloudy sky, about 61 degrees, and for Monday, part of the sky, about 79 degrees. Norton temperature at 5:10 a.m., 75 degrees with humidity and 9% of fuel clouds. And that is going to be for the period till morning news on this Tuesday morning, August 4th, 2015. I'm PC. Have a good day with a good bad day. Judy here.